Hi, this is basically everything I learned in AP World History Modern about China, Period 2. Ming Dynasty. The Ming Dynasty actually started in the first period and they took over from the Mongols. Expansion. Imperial expansion relied on gunpowder, cannons, and on trade during this period. Gunpowder helped the Ming Dynasty expand westward. Administration. Ming China did as the Song Dynasty did, and the civil service exam came back. The Ming Emperor wanted to re-centralize the government for power purposes, so they formed the Mandarins. The Mandarins were scholar bureaucrats who went to provinces to make sure that they were following directions. The eunuchs were also part of the Chinese government during this time. They were more loyal to the emperor because as they were castrated, they couldn't have families. They conflicted with the scholar bureaucrats because they were both close to the emperor. Beijing became the new Chinese capital. It was located near the Mongols for easier supervising and so they could have more military near them. The emperor was the son of heaven, which helped them have an absolute monarchy, along with Confucianism and certain monumental architectures. People wore clothes to show their social standing, and so people would know which right to do with them. The Forbidden City was the Beijing Palace Complex, and it was an example of monumental architecture. Also, water features were prominent in Chinese architecture because of the Taoist influence. Ming Fall. The Ming fell due to famine, lack of government income because everyone was too broke to pay taxes, peasant and military revolts, pirates, and the Manchu. Belief systems. Confucianism was still the main philosophy. For religions, there was Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, and Christianity. However, Christianity was still new, and there were only just missionaries and a few people. Qing Dynasty. The Qing Dynasty was led by the nomadic Manchus. They ended the peasant military rebellion, but they then took over China. Military. The Manchu military was mostly composed of horses and archery because they were nomads. The Manchu military already had some Han Chinese when they had arrived to China. This was because they left during the Ming Dynasty's reign. These Han Chinese bought gunpowder and also brought guns from the Europeans. Administration. A court is a group that is close to the ruler. The Qing Chinese had an outer and inner court. The Han Chinese could not be in the inner court, but they could work for the outer court and other levels of government. However, they had to be highly supervised because the Qing did not trust them. Belief systems. The Qing dynasty had a hierarchy and was patriarchal. Foot binding came back, but also peasant girls were bound to this. Social mobility did exist here though. The Manchu peoples became the elite race, and they did not mix with the Chinese. Chinese men had to get the Manchu-style haircut called the queue in order to show their submission. Conservatism was the ideology that things should not change. China closed.